From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
The All Indiana Podcast Network.
This is the News 8 Daily 8.
Now all the latest news.
Kylie Conway has all the news you need to know.
And more.
Please stand by.
This episode of News 8 Daily 8 is presented by Downtown Indy.
Now, here's Wish TV's Kylie Conway.
Hi, this is Kylie Conway, and this is the News 8 Daily 8 for Tuesday, November 24th. As we approach Thanksgiving, people are still traveling and family gatherings are still happening despite the pandemic. Knowing this, health professionals are encouraging you to do as much as you can outside and limit how often you take your mask off inside when you're eating indoors. A local doctor is also stressing it's a very good idea to have older relatives maybe video call in for Thanksgiving, safely drop them some food off outside their door, maybe. And now we have a closer look at how quickly coronavirus cases are rising in children. The American Academy of Pediatrics says the total number jumped 28% in the last 2 weeks, with more than 144,000 new cases in the last week alone. The Academy says children account for more than 11% of all cases in the United States. Case counts among young people in Indiana are steadily growing too, with at least 1,800 student cases in each of the last 2 weeks. Counts were in the dozens when school started. National and state leaders say the student numbers largely reflect virus transfer that happens in gatherings outside of school hours rather than in the classroom. Hamilton County is imposing new restrictions based directly on the state's county-by-county map. Starting tomorrow, the rules will limit attendance at events whenever the county's in orange or red. Right now, it's orange, which means community spread is moderate to high. The county will not approve plans for gatherings of more than 250 people. No more than 250 people can go to games. That number includes the athletes, coaches, officials, and fans. Health officials say the virus is spreading at events like weddings and family gatherings, then continues from there. If the county goes red, limits on gatherings and sports caps will be at 100 people, and capacity will be limited to 50% at gyms, entertainment venues, restaurants, bars, and nightclubs. The CDC says 4 ethical principles will guide the decision-making on how vaccines will be allocated. First is to maximize benefits and minimize harms. Number 2, promote justice. Third is to mitigate health inequities. And fourth, promote transparency. Priority for receiving the vaccine is still to be determined. The CDC Advisory Committee met yesterday, and right now the committee is leaning toward putting healthcare workers, people who work in nursing homes, and nursing home residents first in line. Essential workers, people who are 65 and older, and people with underlying illnesses could follow. Doctors told the committee that the vaccine will not be a walk in the park. People might feel flu-like symptoms like body aches, fevers, or headaches. The FDA is getting closer to approving 2 vaccines. The agency is calling for meetings with its Vaccine Advisory Committee during the 3rd week of December. Moderna and Pfizer's vaccines will be the topics. Moderna says it could apply for emergency use authorization as early as next week. There is another drive-through flu shot clinic open today. It's happening today from noon to 4 at the Marion County Health Department's community building. It's open to anybody who needs a flu shot, but it is targeted at helping our most at-risk population. That's people with compromised immune systems, people who are over 65 years old, or who have chronic medical conditions and might be worried about going into public during the pandemic. This is an option for those high-risk people to safely get a flu shot, with health officials saying it is vital right now, especially before the holidays. An important note, health officials ask that if you are coming, please take off your coat and wear short sleeves before pulling up so they can easily and quickly give you that flu shot. All right, time to start the transition. The General Services Administration recognizes that Joe Biden is the apparent winner of the presidential election. In a letter, GSA Administrator Emily Murphy writes that the Trump administration is ready to begin the formal transition process. With Murphy's letter of ascertainment, the Biden-Harris team can start working with federal agencies ahead of Inauguration Day. The Biden-Harris Transition Executive Director is applauding the move as, in his words, a needed step to begin tackling the challenges facing our nation, including getting the pandemic under control and our economy back on track. President Trump says he's on board with the process, but still will not concede. He tweeted, "Our case strongly continues. We will keep up the good fight. I believe we will prevail. Nevertheless, in the best interest of our country, I'm recommending that Emily and her team do what needs to be done with regard to initial protocols."
Searching for a romantic summer getaway? Escape with Rich Girl Summer, the new Audible original from Lily Chu. The exquisitely talented Philippa Soo, returning to narrate her 5th Lily Chu title. This time, Philippa is joined by her real-life husband, Stephen Pasquale. Set in Toronto's wealthy cottage country, aka the Hamptons of Canada, Rich Girl Summer follows the story of Valerie, a down-on-her-luck event planner posing as a socialite's long-lost daughter, while piecing together the secrets surrounding a mysterious family and falling deeper and deeper in love with the impossibly hard-to-read and infuriatingly handsome family assistant, Nico. Caught between pretending to belong and unexpectedly finding where she truly fits in, Valerie learns her summer is about to get far more complicated than she ever planned. She's in over her head and head over heels. Listen to Rich Girl Summer now on Audible. Go to audible.com/richgirlsummer.
And President-elect Biden plans to formally introduce several of his cabinet picks today. The list includes several firsts. Avril Haines is the president-elect's choice for Director of National Intelligence. Haines was Deputy CIA Director in the second term of the Obama administration. If the Senate confirms Haines, she will be the first woman to lead the intelligence community. The pick for Homeland Security Secretary is Alejandro Mayorkas. Mayorkas also served in the Obama administration as Deputy Secretary for the DHS. He also headed the Citizenship and Immigration Services Agency. If he's confirmed, he will be the first Latino and first immigrant to lead Homeland Security. He was born in Cuba. Janet Yellen is poised to be Treasury Secretary. She would be the first woman to hold that post. Yellen was the chair of the Federal Reserve in the first 2 years of the Trump administration. A basketball great is applauding the National Football League. Magic Johnson tweeted, "The Monday night game represented a proud day for the entire sports world. It was the first time the NFL has fielded an all-black officiating crew. The officials are all veterans with 89 combined years of experience. 5 of the 7 are on a regular crew together." Johnson wrote he never thought he'd see the day this would happen in the NFL. And someone has an early holiday gift in their pocket. A Hoosier lottery ticket worth $2.2 million was sold in Santa Claus. The ticket was sold at the Circle S Food Mart on Highway 162. The winning numbers are 2, 4, 14, 21, 27, and 30. If you have that ticket, Hoosier Lottery says to call for your next instructions. Ken Jennings will be the first interim host of Jeopardy! The show made the announcement yesterday saying Jennings will host episodes starting in January. In 2004, Jennings won 74 straight games, becoming a celebrity in his own right. No word yet who will follow Jennings, how many guest hosts there will be, or who will be Alex Trebek's permanent replacement. Trebek died this month with pancreatic cancer. He was 80 years old. And now to your business headlines. Students studying business at Ivy Tech Community College now have more options when they transfer to Ball State. Ivy Tech graduates in business administration may transfer directly into 11 business majors offered by Ball State's Miller College of Business under a guaranteed admission agreement. The students to complete select associate degrees at Ivy Tech and then transfer as a junior to Ball State, needing only an additional 60 credit hours to complete select bachelor degrees. Amazon is pushing holiday shoppers to get their orders delivered to some of its brick-and-mortar retail locations. This could help Amazon save crucial last-mile delivery capacity as it faces a potential logistics crunch fueled by record online shopping this year. Amazon also has a hub location, which are self-service kiosks and manned pickups counters located inside or near local shops, as well as in residential apartment buildings. Apple said that companies that offer digital classes through iPhone apps will not have to pay Apple's 30% App Store commission fee on in-app purchases through June of 2021. The extension will help businesses by giving them more time to hold paid digital events rather than in-person events during the COVID-19 pandemic without the additional fee. Grocery workers say they are facing health risks and new challenges as the coronavirus pandemic intensifies across the country, but extra pay has not returned. Hand sanitizer and masks are in short supply. Some customers shop without wearing a mask, and pandemic-related policies, from extra cleaning of stores to limits on the number of shoppers, have largely faded away, according to members of United Food and Commercial Workers International Union. Bloomberg reports that Elon Musk is now the world's second richest person. The Tesla co-founder's net worth is $127.9 billion, having jumped more than $100 billion just this year. That means Bill Gates is now the third richest person. Jeff Bezos holds the number 1 spot with a net worth of $182 billion. And a mission from China is on its way to the moon to scoop up samples and bring them back to Earth. Yesterday's launch went on as planned. The mission's entirely automated, no astronauts on board. China's space agency says a probe will drill into the surface of the moon and bring back about 4.5 pounds of rock. China says it's working toward a similar mission for Mars. And finally, there is still time to help Moselle Sanders feed 15,000 families for Thanksgiving. Wish TV is proud to partner with the foundation for its 49th annual dinner. A $20 donation will feed a family of 4. You can use your phone to donate. Just text Moselle to 313131. We have more details right now on wishtv.com. This has been your News 8 Daily 8. For Wish TV, I'm Kylie Conway. Online at wishtv.com and follow us on Facebook when you search Wish TV.
This episode of News 8 Daily 8 is presented by Downtown Indy.
Check out more podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.
allindianapodcastnetwork.com.